Hello, and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana hasn't moved much, but it's heading into the apex of this Elliott wave triangle that we've discussed in previous videos. Still one of the more interesting charts in the crypto space, and we are tracking here this move to the upside that started in June as an ending diagonal. We have a wave 1, we have a wave 2, we have a wave 3, we have a wave 4. And the wave 5, basically, still to come. Also the wave 4, has it started? Has it not started? We are leaning to the idea that it has started, this fourth wave. And however, it would be quite substantial in size if you compare it with wave 2. They often have a similar length. And it doesn't look done yet. So we're going to take a look at that now. Support for this wave 4 is $34.40. Which means that as long as this level is holding, we can still watch for rising prices eventually, in this particular structure. So still for prices to go up further in the fifth wave, which could be targeting eventually levels around $79.50, $93, maybe even $113, even though that would be quite a bit of a stretch there, but possible. So now let's zoom in. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. And let's just take a look at the correction. Again, I can't really report anything that is very new. But as many of you assure me all the time, it is also helpful if I just confirm that nothing has really changed. So we just do that. I know how helpful it can be. So the idea is still that, we had 3 waves down here in an A wave, the first wave of a correction. Then what it could possibly be doing now is a 3-wave move up in a B wave. But it would need to break above this small A wave to confirm that. That would be a break above the $60 level. Then we have a good chance to reach the area between $64.30, possibly all the way up to 76, even though there's not technically a maximum. But, in terms of likelihoods, really that B wave shouldn't go above the $76 level. That's the 1.38 retracement of the larger A wave. And then from there, we should ideally get 5 waves down in the C wave into this larger support area. And then the larger support for the wave 4 will be tested. Again, it's sort of between $34 and $49 with the $40.50 level in between, which I think is an ideal target for such a fourth wave. The 38.2 retracement is typically an ideal target, we say. Also, there are different ways, how this can unfold. I mean, because we're dealing with a B wave and possibly even with a B wave in a B wave, we just have to be flexible here. I mean, it's sort of fighting with the structure a little bit. We've got a bit of a triangle there. I haven't labeled it as a triangle, but I could do. For example, it could be that this B wave is actually not finished yet and does a few more ups and downs here, heading further into the apex. The bottom line is, it is still, and that's the key level really, that as long as the $53 level is holding, the 78.6 retrace of this move to the upside, we could be watching still for rising prices, because this is sort of key support for this B wave pullback. So far it did hold. The price turned around where it needed to. But it can still go a little bit of sideways before moving higher. It is technically also possible that this B wave is unfolding as a triangle. That's impossible to know. But because the A wave was a 3-wave move, I'm always typically then watching for a potential high B wave. For a potentially high B wave. We've seen it many times before. People don't expect them. You can't predict them really. But what you can do is whenever you see an A wave that is a 3-wave move, then you have to be on the lookout for potentials of high B waves. At the moment it's directionless, it's just moving sideways, so we'll see where it takes us. Important is, the breakout point to the upside. Breakout point to the downside is basically here $53. That's the 78.6 retrace. So if we start to break below that, then we're already most likely in this C wave to the downside, and we are making further and faster progress with this larger fourth wave. So just a quick update, not much more to add. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.